Hello and welcome back to e-sipnayan. For today's video, we're going to discuss conversion of angle unit measurement from degrees to radians and vice versa. But before we proceed, do not forget to hit like and subscribe so that you'll get notified once we upload new videos. At the end of this video, hopefully we are going to achieve the following learning objectives. First, you should be able to convert degrees angle measurement to pi radians and vice versa. Let's start by defining some terms, starting with degrees. Degrees is the unit of measurement for angles. We measure this one through protractor. Then the symbol used for degrees is this one. So some example of unit of measurement involving degrees are 90 degrees, 100 degrees, or 1.5 degree. Another term you need to be familiar with is radian. Radians is another unit of measurement used for angles. 1 radian is the measure of the central angle of a circle whose subtended arc is equal to the length of the radius. So if we are talking about geometry, and we define what a central angle is, it is an angle whose vertex is at the center of the circle. So basically, radians is the angle measurement defined by this symbol. This is the value of radian, or in other writings is 1 rad, or simply 1. Take note as well that if an angle is not followed by any symbol, then the angle is said to be in terms of radians. So more specifically, if you do not see the degree symbol, basically the unit of measurement is already in terms of radians. To be able to understand radians better, let's try to relate it to degrees, which you are more familiar with. Take note that this is a fact that in terms of radians, 1 complete revolution of an angle is equal to 2 pi. Then it follows that half of a revolution is equal to pi. So basically, 360 degrees is equivalent to 2 pi in terms of radians. If we want to solve for the value of pi, we simply need to remove its coefficient, which is 2. That's why we divide both sides of the equation by 2. So it will be cancelled. Therefore, the relationship between pi and degrees would be pi is equal to 180 degrees. This will now be the conversion factor that we are going to use to be able to change the unit of measurement degrees to radians and vice versa. In terms of formulas, here are the conversion factors you need to remember. If you want to change degrees to radians, we follow this formula. You'll be initially given with theta or angle in terms of degrees. To convert it to radians, you need to multiply it using the conversion factor pi radians all over 180 degrees. If you want to convert radians to degrees, we will get the inverse of that conversion factor. Therefore, if you are given with an angle with a unit of measurement of pi radians, to convert it to degrees, you simply need to multiply it by 180 degrees all over pi radians. Notice that the unit of measurement of the angle and the denominator's unit of measurement of the conversion factor should be the same, so that when you multiply them, it will be cancelled and we will be left with only 1 unit of measurement. The same case here. If the given unit of measurement is in terms of pi radians, the denominator of the conversion factor should be the same, so that later on when we simplify, the unit of measurement will be cancelled and will be left with degrees. Let's now proceed to some examples. First, we are given with 80 degrees. Obviously, this one uses the unit of measurement of degrees. Therefore, if you want to convert degrees to radians, we are going to use this conversion factor, wherein theta is equal to 80 degrees. Now, converting it to radians, we need to multiply it by pi radians all over 180 degrees. Take note that the degree symbol will now be cancelled and will be left with 80 times pi all over 180. Then the unit of measurement is radian. But similar to the definition a while ago, we don't need to write any more radians because without the presence of any unit of measurement, the angle will automatically use the unit of measurement for radians. So what you're going to input in your calculators will just be the constant. So try to write there 80 times pi divided by 180. The result will be 4 over 9 pi radians, or you can also write it as 4 pi over 9 radians. Therefore, we can say that 80 degrees is also equivalent to 4 pi over 9 radians. Moving on to another example, let's have 240 degrees. Again, let's change degrees to radians by multiplying it by pi radians all over 180 degrees. Again, the degree symbol will be cancelled, so the only thing you need to input in your calculators will be the constants. That is 240 times pi all over 180. The unit of measurement is in terms of radians. Now, what you need to do next is to simply again input the values in your calculators. That is 240 pi all over 180. The result will be 4 over 3 pi radians, or you can also write it as 4 pi over 3 radians. Therefore, we can establish the relationship that 240 degrees is equal to 4 over 3 pi radians. Moving on, let's try in negative angle. Regardless of the sign of the degree or the angle, you can always convert it using the conversion factor. So we are going to use again this one. Theta is negative 120 degrees. Multiply it to pi radians all over 180 degrees. Again, the degree symbol will be cancelled and we're left with the constants negative 120 times pi all over 180. Unit of measurement is radian. Then you simply need to input it again in your calculators. So that is negative 120 pi all over 180. The result will be negative 2 over 3 pi radians, or you can also write it as negative 2 pi over 3 radians. Therefore, we can again establish a relationship that negative 120 degrees is equal to negative 2 pi over 3 radians. Let's now try the other way around. We are now going to use this conversion factor. So the angle is 5 pi over 6. You multiply it to 180 degrees all over pi radians. So the unit of measurement pi radians will be cancelled. We'll be left with the constants 5 times 180 degrees all over 6. Notice that the unit of measurement left is now in terms of degrees. Now, you simply need to put this one on your calculators by only inputting the constants. You multiply 5 times 180, then divide it by 6. The result will be 150, and the unit of measurement is now degrees. Therefore, we can say that 5 pi over 6 radians is equal to 150 degrees. And that concludes all of the examples for transforming the unit of measurement degrees to radians and vice versa. We summarize this video by remembering the following. First, there are two units of measurements used for angles, degrees and radians. A degree uses the degree symbol. If there is no unit of measurement indicated in an angle measurement, it is assumed to be in radians. A radian is an angle measure of the subtending arc equal in length to the radius. Lastly, we can convert one angle unit of measurement to the other using the conversion factors. Now, what is the essence of transforming one unit of measurement to the others? Because there are certain scenarios wherein one unit of measurement is preferred than the other. That's why it's important that you know how to change one form to the other. And that will be all for this video. Hopefully, all the learning objectives were achieved. And that will be the end. See you again on the next video. Goodbye!